What's going on? Welcome back to 100% NUFC. Sharky speaking. So I want to talk about the boycott which many Newcastle fans are meant to be participating in on December, around about the middle of the month, when we take on newly promoted Wolves at this place, St James's Park. I'm currently walking around the ground. I'm currently at the East Stand. Now I want to give my opinion and my thoughts going into this one. Now I'm totally against the boycott. I don't think it's right that we should be going along boycotting a game. Now for me, it's no good. We've tried boycotting games in the past. Mike Ashley is not going to sell the club. Well, not for now anyway. Yes, he's looking to sell the club, judging by the net spend. He wants to sell the club, we all know that. But the thing is, one man is not going to stop me from going to support Newcastle United, and I'm totally against the boycott, because at the end of the day, if you're going to boycott the game, you've got to do it properly. I mean, we've tried it in the past and he's still here. Mike Ashley, the owner, has got your money. If you are a season ticket holder and you're going to go and boycott the game against Wolves in the middle of December, Mike Ashley's already got your money and you're just wasting your time. Now, I'm not being funny. I don't think that we're going to be... Well, I don't think there's going to be a massive boycott, put it that way, against Wolves. I mean, we'll get 52,000 fans in that stadium week in, week out. Now, in my opinion, I believe there'll be about 43,000 fans in the ground if the boycott does go ahead, and fans decide that they don't want to turn up, which is fair dues. That's up to you. I'm completely against it. Now, the way I look at it is 43,000 fans. If about 7,000 fans boycott the game, take away the away fans that are probably going to turn up for Wolves, say a couple of thousand, you're going to have about 43,000 left in the stadium. Now, you've got to think at least 85% of that 7,000 Newcastle fans that boycott are going to be season ticket holders, and he's already got your money. So I don't see the point in why fans, are looking to boycott the game now, and it's not really the right time to be boycotting games, because at the end of the day, we're already struggling as it is. Yes, we didn't spend the money that Rafa wanted, and we've sort of turned a corner. We beat Watford, the other day by a goal to nil. We've got Bournemouth at the weekend, and we've got some other easier games coming up in the Premier League where we can't actually get points in. The team needs you more than anything else. At the end of the day, there's no point boycotting the game, because it's not going to help the team. It's not going to help the morale. It's not going to help anybody, and it's really going to put shame on the club, as if we haven't got enough shame already. It's not going to do us any favours. It's not going to do you any favours. And the money, that you pay for a season ticket, such as, the prices are just 300 to 400 quid, whatever you pay. You got to remember, what's the average match day ticket? It's going to be between 25 and 30 quid. So that is literally just gone down the swanny if you're a season ticket holder at Newcastle United. What can you get for 25, 30 pound these days? Well, you can get yourself at least 6 to 7 pints. So just think of what you could have had, with that money. And you're missing a game of football in the Premier League, in the best league in the world. And Mike Ashley, yes, he's a horrible owner. I don't like him. I despise the man. But at the end of the day, one man is not going to stop me from going and watching Newcastle United. I just think you're completely wrong if you're going to go and boycott the game. There's people there that don't even go to games whatsoever. So it's one of them, if you want to boycott it, do it by all means, but I'm totally against it. And it's the Magpie Group that have set it up. Yes, you can't actually, protest before and after the game, but during the game, get behind the lads, get behind Rafa Benitez. You've got to remember, you were the reason why Rafa Benitez stayed in the first place. You are the reason why he got us out of the mess, out of the Championship, back into the Premier League, and we're playing in this top division. We finished 10th last season. It's probably the worst that could have happened to the football club, because Mike Ashley hasn't spent any money, which has led to this. The protest happening in the middle of December. But what I would like to say to the fans is, why now? Why December? Why can't you do it before that? Why couldn't you have done it, Watford game? Why Wolves? Because you've got to remember, Wolves is a winnable game. Wolves are a newly promoted team. Yes, they're having a good start of the season, but we are very decent at home, when it gets going, with the fans and that. So I don't see why anybody would want to, look at this game as a boycott, because potentially we could be damaging, a potential 3 points, and we could be, looking further down the table. And it's all about trying to put things right. After the game against Watford on Saturday, you want to be looking forward, not back. And yes, the club is in an absolute state. I mean, you've already got to look at the net spend. Huddersfield and Brighton, the two newly promoted teams which went up with us last season, have spent more than us. I mean, the fact that we can't compete with Bournemouth, Watford, Crystal Palace, teams that I've mentioned, yes, is an absolute disgrace. and Mike Ashley should hold his head in shame. But he's not going to do much. You know, again, he's a businessman. Obviously, the likes of Shola's been on and said that yes, he might be a nice guy in terms of who he is, but from the business side of things, that's who he is. He's not going to put any money into the club. Obviously, he's looking to sell. There's been no potential buyer just yet, but the quicker we get a new owner, the better. But just my thoughts is just there's no point boycotting it, because at the end of the day, you know, Rafa Benitez needs our support, and you got to remember, Rafa Benitez needs us more than ever, especially the way it's going at the moment. Obviously, Huddersfield won last night against Fulham. I'm recording this on Tuesday morning, and the table's looking tighter than ever. So, you know, if we just continue to be like this and boycott games, you know, it's going to be made easy, you know, for a simple relegation, and it's not what we want. You know, we want to stay in the Premier League, and that's what I want. I want to see this club, you know, do well. I want to see it progress. You never know. Hopefully, he gives us some money in January. I'm not hoping for much, but you could see the squad. Yes, we need some quality. The forward lineup is disgusting. You know, we need a striker that's going to get with 15 goals a season. I don't see a striker at Newcastle at the moment who's going to get his 15 goals a season. Yes, Perez scored against Watford, but he's not brilliant. I mean, the likes of Diarmi, for me, needs shifted on. I don't think Diarmi is a good player personally. I think we need a better midfielder. We'll probably need a better left back. We'll probably need at least another midfielder that's going to, you know, chip in and help Richie and Shelby out, because yes, we'll lack all over the field, but obviously we'll have to wait till January for that to come about. But at the end of the day, Mike Ashley's got your money if you're a season ticket holder. Don't boycott the game. Go along and enjoy it. And like I say, it's all about supporting this club and keeping this club alive, keeping it afloat. And we don't want to do another Sunderland where you don't turn up. You know, we are, you know, the kings of the North East. We are the North East top dogs, and one owner won't stop me, and hopefully shouldn't stop you from going to the game. So anyway, I want to know your thoughts and opinions about what I've said. Like I say, completely disagree with what I've said. If you want to go boycott it, do it by all means, but at the end of the day, do it properly. Don't just have like 7,000 fans, you know, sort of not turn up, because again, it's not going to hurt them very much, is it? Only have 43,000 in the ground. So like I say, it's just been my thoughts. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'd be massively appreciated. I'm looking for about 2,000 subscribers by the end of the season. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed. I appreciate that as well, and put your comments in down below. Anyway, it's been Sharky. I'll see you later.